Okay, I hope this is working. Just give me a minute, check if it is. It is, but my microphone sounds funny. So, let me see if I can throw a filter onto it that doesn't make it sound so gritty. Noise suppression, maybe. Yeah. Should be better now. Let me know if it isn't better or whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's done. I turned the game volume down a bit, even though this... Excuse me. Even though this game soundtrack slaps. Okay, I think I'm ready. Trying to get comfortable because I had to switch my mic. I'm using a standing mic that I spent a good chunk of money on. And because my headset one's broke. But yeah, okay, enough stalling. Time to actually like play the game that I put in the title. More sick. Anyways, this is Hold On To Me. I don't know anything about this other than I've seen a lot of art of characters. I haven't been following it, but I see it here and there and I think, oh, that's cool. Obviously, it's a, you know, I wouldn't call it a fan game. Would I call it a fan game? I don't know. It's part of the snooting. I'll say that. Okay, time to start. I have to read all over again, so yeah. Hope you like listening to my whack ass voice. The floor felt cold. Oh great. A warm tingling sensation smothered my face as my body began registering the pain. The aching in my knuckles came next, then my chest. I saw stars before my vision came to, witnessing the other students around me with their phones in hand, while teachers began escorting them outside of the gymnasium. The snide remarks and mocking comments didn't help the beating headache. They're humans! My dignity, my pride, like a single drop of water, all disappeared into the sea of flashes. I thought I did what was right for me. This was the end of my normal human school life. Monday. August 6th. Ironstone, Texas. Temperature. It's hot as hell. I'm sitting in my dad's truck on my way to my new school. The old man was insistent that he'd drop me off on my first day, probably to make sure I wasn't skipping. I try my best to blank out my mind in preparation for the new school year. The truck reeks of cigarette smoke and alcohol, making it impossible to dissociate. My dad's still giving me the silent treatment from last night's fight. Why did you get into a fight, Mr. I don't even know this guy's name yet. That's how out of it I am. I sit completely still so as not to draw any further confrontation. It's my first time having to live in dino territory. Well, at least you're not like Anon and you didn't call them meteor dodgers. It's already bad enough having to drive past. Never mind. Dodger neighborhoods. Now I gotta coexist with them too. Are all humans just racist? God, that's funny. After my last school, my only choice were the one Saurian school willing to take me under their wing, or military school on the other side of the country. Both were ass, but I took the choice that didn't involve training to die in another country. Wasn't my fault the teachers saw me as a threat. I barely did jack shit. That's what they all say. But I don't know yet. One single motion, I make to get a ruler or a calculator out of my bag, the entire class would suddenly flip over desks and use them as makeshift barricades and shields. I can get the picture. Not gonna lie, it was pretty funny to see a bunch of students freaking out over nothing. Those were the only moments worth mentioning. Everything else from those schools were completely trash experiences. Last chance, you know that, right? The rumble of my dad's low-toned voice makes my heart drop to my stomach. Don't fuck, don't fuck this up for yourself. I ain't got any more schools to put you through. Yeah, whatever. Nua. Oh, Nua Count. I think that's his name, isn't it? What did you say? Shit. Yes, sir. I could never call my dad sir. Fuck that. Dad gives me a glare before turning his attention back to the road. I can feel my throat dry up. My nerves flare up and my survival instincts tell me to be still like stone, as to not be thrown out of a moving car. Fucking hate car rides with him. Real. I pull out my phone, scrolling through the vast selection of colourful icons to browse while I wait for my stop. Ultimately, I chose a shitty image board. Porn, leak cartel videos, car wreck videos, porn, and there I see it. The school fight that's still circulating. I close the application. It's been 6 months since that incident. It should all be old news by now. Then again, of course some clout-chasing fuck is gonna dig up drama and post it to pretend it's a recent thing. Real. I put my phone in my pocket and I gaze out the passenger window. As we near the school, I catch sight of the students streaming towards the campus, like a disorganized line of ants. A colourful, oddly shaped line of ants. We pull up to the sidewalk, where a traffic sign marked "Student Drop-Off" designates the area. My dad reaches over to open my door, signaling me to get out and embrace the new year. I step out of the car, slinging my backpack over my shoulder. Hey, I love you. See you at dinner. I slam the car door. I can hear the gravel under the truck shift behind me as he drives away. Alright, Ironstone High. Let's get this over with. He dresses like me. Apart from that, I don't wear fingerless gloves like a fucking Reddit mod. Walking down the sidewalk towards the building, my eyes are immediately assaulted by the crowd of saturated hues, colourful enough to restore vision to a blind child. Holy shit, dude, I haven't seen you in forever. Yeah, I know, man, it's good to see you. Oh, fuck off. I can't be... I can't remember the fucking word. Whatever. Megan, oh me gosh. Yeah. The intrusive thought of walking the other way back to my apartment grew like an ever-present tumor. Yo, excuse me, coming through. Cool looking dude. My thoughts halt as one of the meteor dodgers runs right into me like a freight train, nearly knocking me off balance and completely knocking my phone out of my hand and into the pavement. Yo, what the fuck, dude? The red dish orange dino, a raptor I think, sporting a wool jacket, twists his head over to my fallen relic of a phone. Oh shit, my bad, dude. He, in what felt like a nanosecond, picks up the phone and hands it back to me, all without batting an eye. Alright, a Pixel 3, got it. Meet me at lunch tomorrow. Tomorrow, gotta go see you. Hey, wait a minute, you fucking asshole. He gives me a pair of finger guns as he disappears into the crowd. See, you already have a friend. My immediate reaction is to look at my phone. Yikes. Sure as shit, it's shattered. Why you hold your phone in your fucking hand, jackass? Keep it in your damn pocket. My only tie to my sanity now left as a broken mess in the palm of my hand. Damn it. Hey, ain't that the new human transfer? Phew, loser's got a Pixel 3. Is that his skin? Look how squishy he looks. Dude, he's looking at us. Quick, go ask him to feel his skin. No way, dude. Look how scary he looks. Lay a finger on me and I'll rip it off. Dude, let's just go. Wow, Noah, off to a bad start. Come on, man, they haven't seen a human before. Or, you know, regularly. I turned back and walked towards the school, now noticing the majority of students staring right at me. Shit. I quickly make my way into the building, covering the side of my face with my hand to avoid eye contact from all of the other students who are now gawking at me. I hope the game audio isn't muted because it's good music. I could turn it up, or I could do it turning up. I'm stupid, you know. It's probably better. Maybe it's better now. One sec. What the fuck is that noise, man? Okay, probably better now. I hope. Okay, let's keep going. This is all because of that clumsy dodger. He told me to... What the fuck? Sorry. One sec. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my mic, but there's this weird fucking, like, noise coming out of it. I don't know. He told me to meet him at lunch tomorrow, right? I'll give him a piece of my mind then. I'm gonna curb stomp that asshole the moment I see him. Jesus. I look around my new environment, taking in the large structure to accommodate some of the taller and bulkier students. The walls display the Texas flag, school awards, photos of clubs and sports teams, and real foliage. I checked the time on my phone. Even with the cracks, I could still read 6:44 a.m. I got a little over 15 minutes before class starts. Do schools in America have class at 7 o'clock in the morning? What the fuck? Or am I just... Is that actually real? I'm thirsty. I walk up to a nearby vending machine to view its contents. I don't usually drink coffee, but hopefully the caffeine in whatever drywall brand soda that's in here can get me through the day awake. The machine is a more modern type, with the sliding tube that thing that grabs the drink, yet it moves at a sluggish pace, probably for excessive use. A lot of the brands I don't recognize either. I put my quarter in and zone out while watching the mechanism work its way to deliver my drink. I ponder my current situation. One more year of school and it's on dino territory. I really screwed things up for myself. I might not ever see a human again. Clunk. Cola. Why does it look like it's in a glass bottle? I come to right as my chosen soda makes its way down the tube. Only for it to get stuck. Whatever. Give it a bit of a knock. I pick up a light scent of lavender. I jump as a hand clutches my shoulder and a high-pitched voice follows. Excuse me, you must be new new account, right? Or correct? Interesting looking fellers. I turn my attention to the aggressor, a teal T-Rex that towers over me. You're a T-Rex? Something I haven't seen yet. Accompanied by her is a shorter gator, looking like a male model, on the cover of one of those Mom's Vogue magazines. Can I help you? Oh, we're with the student council. I'm President Tiffany Rogers, and this is the Vice President, President Diego Cortez. Encantado. Interesting to see a human up close. As the flamboyant Spaniard, gives his greeting, Tiffany hands me a pamphlet titled Your New Beginnings at Iron High School. We're your welcoming committee. Seeing as you're the first ever human attending our school, we'd like to take you on a tour. We were waiting at the front entrance, but I guess you didn't see us. Great. Not only is my plan to remain invisible completely out the door, I get the red carpet. Are all the bald, faceless men in these games related? I'm convinced that they are. Wait, she's a T-Rex, I think. If I stood really still, would she go away? Are you alright? Nope, not working. Gotta let them down easy. Don't need to cause a scene like a few minutes ago. Look, I'm not really interested. I'd rather just get to class. Well, that's going to be a problem. The principal specifically wanted us to introduce you to the school, then escort you to him at the end of the day. Plus, the first day is icebreakers anyways, so you wouldn't be missing out on any schoolwork. You'll officially meet the teachers tomorrow. Come on, my man. Humor us in a walk, and talk at least. You gotta be fucking kidding. Fine. Whatever. Excellent. We'll begin the tour right away, and we'll even treat you to lunch afterwards. Since, we both turned to the vending machine. The bottle was still stuck. The more I look at the condensation on the bottle, the more I felt my mouth dry up, wanting the sugary drink. Yeah, lunch sounds good actually. The first destination was right back out the way I came in. The oddly well-dressed gator led the way, with Tiffany dragging me behind her as we exited the school building again. Here's the parking lot. If you got a ride, you could drive here. Alright, cool. Moving right along. Hey, wait. That's not all of the story. You gotta explain the history too. So back fuck up. Oh, I get to read all this. So back in 1978, the school was in dire need of government funding. Unfortunately, the state government was not willing to help the school's improvement because of how little the student count was. So with the help of the community, we tune out. I've never had anyone talk so passionately about their school. She's like a better Naomi. Especially about a damn parking lot. We spent maybe an hour walking around outside of the campus. Maybe more. Tiffany would take a stop in front of the vegetable garden to explain the rich lore of this important piece of the school's history. Same thing happened with the flower garden, then the PE building that I didn't see from the front of the school. A bunch of yada yada I didn't remotely care about. Tiffany would periodically ask me trivia questions on what she lectured, forcing me to somewhat pay attention. We rounded a corner that led us to the entrance of the cafeteria. Finally. Or lunchtime, finally. And here we have the cafeteria. As you can see, here we have a large selection for all kinds of dietary needs. Oh dear. The lunchroom was filled to the brim. It looks like a riot had started near what I presume to be the lunch lines. Ugh, I can't even get a proper view of what they even have for lunch. I can't see the trays and the food lines. I don't see any menus. Even the signs held way above are blocked from the much taller students. Right on time too. It's Monday. All the carnivores go crazy on Mondays, usually. So it's like this often. I think Thursdays are the slowest. That's when they serve the bueno stuff to the herbivores and mystery sludge to the rest. I'm not too desensitized to lunchtime chaos, but I don't think my previous schools were as much of a shit show as this. I think we're going to have to do a rain check on that lunch offer, Noah. Sorry. It's fine. I was half expecting this anyway. Maybe I could make it up to you with a granola bar, maybe? Think I'll pass. The rest of the school building doesn't really feel that special. You had an abundance of doors leading into classrooms as well as a few displays, portraying things like parent-teacher conferences, sporting events, or artwork done by the students. The usual run-of-the-mill school decor. By the end, my head felt like it was steaming from all of this input. I'd be lucky if I can remember half of that until tomorrow. Diego grins and pats me on the shoulder reassuringly. Don't worry your pretty little head, hermano. If you have any questions, you can always ask some of the other students. Most of the seniors have been here since freshman year, so they'll know their way around. The mere thought of having to ask one of those gawking idiots from earlier where my classroom is makes me shudder. Anything but that. Seeing my obviously freaked out response, Diego lets out a hearty laugh before offering me a fist bump. Yep, I think you'll do alright here, hermano. Just keep your head straight and things will take care of themselves. It sounds oddly cryptic, but whatever. I accept the fist bump and try my best to force the corners of my mouth upwards. The result is a horrible mix of a serial killer smirk and someone who tried to bite into a lemon. Oh god, is everything alright? Do you need to go to the hospital? Please just make this end already. We make our way to the conclusion of the tour, the principal's office. Who's the principal? Another human? Despite my best efforts to exit from this situation, they always seem to come up with some excuse that would pressure me to keep following them. Halfway down the hall, I could hear some sort of pitter-patter approach. Yikes. Before I could turn around to look, a force knocked me from my feet. A blur of green and grey flashed past my eyes. God damn it! Noah! Are you alright? No! Fuck no! This is the second time this happened. This little... I turned to point my finger at the source of my agony, but alas, I was pointed to a large crowd. If someone is bullying you on your first day, I'll happily get security involved. Bullying is a no-go here. Raptor Christ, now she's making a bigger deal that making it a bigger deal than it needs to be. Ugh. Don't worry about it. Just me bitching about nothing, it's fine. Are you sure? I really don't want your first day to be less than ideal. Don't stress about it, it's fine. Or I'm fine. She gives me a skeptical yet accepting nod. You know, you should really work on your language. It's not good for your mental health. I stop abruptly after spotting a brown leathery patch on the ground. Picking it up revealed it to be a wallet. Some poor sucker must have slipped this out of their pocket by accident. I opened up the wallet to find the student ID. Oh, it's that guy. And it's that very same orange dino shit that bumped into me this morning. Leon. Diami? What do you have there? Tiffany peers over my shoulder, eyeing down at the wallet. Maybe she'll know where he is. Hey, this dude right here, you know him? Oh, that's Leon, yeah, Diami's wallet. He's a really sweet guy. A sweet guy, huh? Yeah. He's known by a lot of students as being a laid-back person. I think you would get along with him. As a matter of fact, why not give that wallet back to him? I have no clue where he is currently, but I'm sure once you find him, you two will be good friends. Alright. Oh, excuse me. She heads into the other direction towards the principal's office. Sweet guy. Yeah, right. God, I should have every right to just take the money and buy myself a new phone. But then again, Meet me at lunch tomorrow. Gotta go see you. What was he even planning to do when I meet him at lunch? Is he really gonna pay me back? I don't know. I don't know how. I think I'll just hold onto the wallet until then. Here we are, the final stop. Cool, thanks. And Noah, please, if you ever find yourself needing any help, please don't hesitate to find me. Yeah, I got it, thank you. Both Tiffany and Diego wave their goodbyes and part their separate ways. Here goes. I firmly grasp the door handle, mentally preparing myself for whatever the principal has to say. And then I swing it open. My attention immediately draws to how ornate the office looked. It was like a rich, suave cabin in the woods. The contrast between the school and this room alone made me wonder if I'm even in the same building. There's even vines that run along the walls of the room and... Wait, the vines are moving. That ain't no vine, bro. My eyes move towards the middle of the scenery. A thin dinosaur with an elongated neck that is dwarfed by the novelties surrounding the room. Hey, bud, give me a sec, will you? I'm grabbing something. Where even is your head? Right here. Shit. Oh, shoot, sorry about that, bud. I finally got a good look at the principal. In his mouth was a binder. Alright, sorry about that, Mr. Count. Come in and kick back for a minute. Kick back? How fucking old is this guy? I walked up slowly, like I'm approaching a tiger. The enormous cushion almost devours me. As I sink into it, there's a brief pause before the principal speaks up. So, how do you like the school so far? It's alright, I guess. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Is there something wrong? Why do you even care? I'm just making sure you're comfortable in this new environment. It's just as much of a change for us as it might be for you. Handling a human in a school meant for dinosaurs is quite the task to undertake. Uh-huh. Anyway, I also want to discuss your classes. Your expectations and some key things about the school. First, I want to get the awkward stuff out of the way. He hands me another similar looking pamphlet that Tiffany handed me, this time about estrus season safety. There's nothing that you need to worry about in that pamphlet, just keep note of the dates on the back. You are not required to come to school on those days. Right, what exactly is estrus? Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it, little bro. He gives me an exhausted glance, like he's had to explain this to people he never wanted to. After brushing off the pamphlet towards me, Mr. Lance pulls out a small stack of paper, stapled together. Now, there's a matter of classes. You can take one other elective. Another has already been filled out for you. That last bit puzzled me. I have a pre-established elective? He hands me the papers, and I begin to glance across the page pertaining to my scheduling. A chemistry class, IT, literature, calculus, and special ed? Get fucked, retard. Is this some sort of joke? Special fucking ed? Ah, yes, that's your counselling. Do I look like a fucking tard? I don't need any therapy sessions. You definitely do. What is it to you, anyway? You only got me for a single year. I don't need to be looked at after like a fucking toddler. The principal just sat there, looking at me, waiting for me to finish my rant. He's done this before. Sorry. Are you done? All I can do is stand there, mouth ajar. This usually turns into an hour-long argument, like so many others. But he's staying calm. I sit back down. I know about the video, Mr. Count, and I have to be completely honest. I don't know what happened that sparked that fight, and I do not wish to know. In this school, we believe everybody should be given a second chance, even a third, maybe even a fourth, as many times as it takes for somebody to become a stellar person. I've dealt with people like you. People like me? The fuck is that supposed to mean, huh? You think I'm just some waste of skin? Some sort of reject? Well, fuck you. I don't need to prove anything to a shit-eating, inferior meteor Oh, you fucking crossed the line there, buddy. Mr. Lance shoots me a soul-piercing glare. The atmosphere turned stone cold. His sharp gaze was enough for me to close my mouth entirely. His following voice became much more menacing. That, Nua, is exactly why I rolled you into counseling sessions. Behavior like that will not be tolerated. Do I make myself clear? I barely managed a nod. As I was saying, I know people like you. People who are complicated, trying to deal with their own issues. I've had my share of tough days as well, especially at the same age as you. No one is after your blood, Nua. There's a reason why we were happy to enroll you into our school. You'd be surprised about how many of your fellow students are suffering through their own problems, and they're taking their second chance at life. You're not alone. I nod again. It's a bit like Spears' speech. You're free to leave. Go home and prepare yourself for classes tomorrow. I rise from my seat, staring at my shoes as I walk back to the door. And knew it. Make your year worth it. I believe in you. I shut the door, finally being able to breathe. I never wanted to have an interaction like that again, ever. Or I never want. Fuck. The hallways were completely silent, aside from my own footsteps and the echoes of distant classrooms full of rowdy students. It feels awkward pacing the halls while class is still in session. It's like I don't belong here. In the hallways, I mean. Not some sappy shit. Because really, I don't belong here. A lone, skin-bearing human in a... Fuck me, I'm being sappy. Damn it, Newt, you're a man. Fuck. Damn it, Newt, you're a man. Act like one. Stop being such an emo loser. Man, you really gotta find a better taste in music. Your whole Snootify playlist is just sad shit, man. Find something better. With the fit you have right now, you probably would look good in a Linkin Park music video. I pummel my forehead with the palm of my hand. Quit hating yourself.
Major fracture detected.
I tumble backwards and land ass first on the flooring. A warm stinging sensation runs up my spine as I cringe, trying to endure the pain. God damn it, this is the third time today. Ah, fuck. I struggle to stand, using the handle of a nearby locker to pull myself up, while I clutch my rear. I think I chipped a bone. What dog water look have I today? Then I get a better view of the other saurian around the corner. Who the fuck are you? Wings on his forearms. Weird spike thing on his back, on the back of his head. He looks to be a pterodactyl, I think. Yeah, probably that. He's leaning on the wall with his back towards me. His short tail practically tucked between his legs. Guess he fell right onto his ass too. I would have been fuming right now if this were deliberate or just ignorance on his part, but it's impossible for either of us to notice each other around the corner. Can't put the blame on anyone for that. I offer my hand to the Taro. Dude, you gotta watch yourself, man. The Taro slaps my hand away, getting up himself. Fuck off. Never mind, he's bigger. Don't you know who... Oh, God. No, oh, God, I can already guess what this guy's gonna do. Okay, fuck you then. Back in my dad's truck yet again. We take a path less taken to our apartment to avoid the god-awful traffic this city is known for. The constant creaking of the massive hunk of junk still leaves me slightly fearful of the imminent danger of the car collapsing on top of us. I'm only feeling a bit more at ease, thanks to Dad appearing more relaxed than he was this morning. I stare down at the cover of the pamphlet that Tiffany handed me this morning. The design is intricate and complex from what it's worth. Even all the information about the clubs and school events is immense. It really tries to sell you on that idea that the school will enrich your life and your future will be meaningful if you come to attend and spend your tax money on this dumbass school. It's so dumb. All of this effort on a worthless piece of paper. You're taking the bus first thing tomorrow from now on. Yeah, got it. I crumple up the pamphlet and shove it into the cup holder, which Dad gives it a brief glance before turning his attention back to the road. I got a feeling about this school. I don't give a shit. It's just another school. Language. I know that you aren't a kid who's keen on making it big, but at least try for me. I know you can do everything you set your mind to. I've seen it countless times. You're sabotaging your own future by getting into these fights. I just want you to at least try this time. Yeah, right. Try yet again. For the next time. Can't even count how many times we had this near exact conversation. Not even mentioning that I would be ripped out of my barely established circle of friends yet again. It was always the same charade. Sorry. We would move somewhere where I knew fucking nobody. My dad would make all of these wild promises about how it's gonna get better this time. I know you're expecting a rough time, but with all these dino folks, I got some hope that you'll fit in better. Maybe we'll finally start getting some friends you can bring home. Fit in better. With people that aren't even the same species as me? Yeah. What a fucking joke. Hey, check out that view. Dad points outside with his well-toned, slightly scarred arm. Size of the fucker. I lazily eyeball out my passenger window, beholding the sight of the city. Ironstone, a city well known to be one of the nearest to the impact site of the meteor, now bathing in the bright lights of the skyscrapers and busy cars. You remember the news of the meteor? We were all scared. We all thought it would be the end of our lives, our futures. People gathered here to make amends and just watch the meteor crash into the earth. But you know what? We're still here. We were given a second chance, but at the same time, we all live once, man. Just promise me you'll make your last year count. He has eyes! Yeah. Sure. Let me drop a save. The rest of the day flew by in a flash. Before I could tell, it was already well past 7 p.m. Dad's already fast asleep on the couch, ready to get back up to go to work at the ass crack of dawn. I'm settled into my comfort clothes, a cup of spicy noodles in my hand, while watching adult cartoons on my computer, sitting in the dark in the corner of my barely, slightly lived in bedroom. What do you mean by adult cartoons? Well, these all left themed shows are Yeah, I know what he's watching. Fuck's sake, man. Well, these all left themed shows are god awful. It brings me some sort of enjoyment, picking them apart and trying to get them into a mind of the creator. I get through about halfway through. I get through about halfway through. Yeah, weird wording. I get through about halfway through the video until I'm bored, then I start clicking through my recommendations section. Clip after clip, I sift through, only giving each one about 30 seconds of my time. But then I see that fucking school fight had made it deeper into the algorithm. I click it. Video is unavailable. Thank God. The video got blocked by regional locking. I breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that none of the other Dodgers besides the principal knows about my past. But still, I wonder. Through a few clicks, I activate my VPN. The shitty free version of the VPN slowly refreshes the page. As long as it works, I'm good. You're doing a really bad idea. The video loads back up, it autoplays, and I can see myself hitting the ground hard after being punched squarely in the face. Never mind. School bully gets his ass handed by victim. Don't do that, man. You're setting yourself up for fucking the biggest, like, depression wave. I scroll down to the comment section. Maybe someone can question the context of the video. Maybe someone from that moment would know the truth behind it. Please give me something. Deserved. What a shithead. Lol, karma. Whatever. They don't know. They don't know anything. They don't know what happened. They don't care either. They just want to be on the side that's winning. On the side of the also helpless victim. Or a victim, yeah. Yeah, never mind. Standing up for themselves while the other ship sinks. Well, fuck them. Fuck them all. Tuesday. The familiar yet annoying screaming of my alarm sets off. My fingers struggle to find the snooze button on my phone, while my eyes adjust the dim light inside of my room. Day 2, and I'm already sick of this shit. Rubbing my eyes, I attempt to pry myself from the comfort of my worn bed. Looking around my minimalist room still leaves me uneasy. The furniture I was supposed to unpack yesterday was sitting in a corner of my room, still very much wrapped in the plastic it arrived in. Only my mattress, my PC, and whatever bags my clothes are laying around. Honestly, I never minded my room being messy. There was something about the disorder that made it easier to live in. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, my legs stopped feeling like they were filled with lead, and I could roll off my bed. Stumbling past a small pile of t-shirts, socks, and underwear that I dumped onto the floor haphazardly, I grab a fresh pair of socks and a new t-shirt. Well, new would be an odd term to use, since it was a carbon copy of the exact same shirt I was wearing right now. Whenever I see people wear a new shirt every day, I'm just baffled. Why go through all that work when you can just buy one shirt you like 30 times and be set every day? no matter debating on what to wear. Takes too much time and thinking. Ultimately, I gave up on trying to find an answer to this question, and instead just focused on getting ready for yet another day of hell. Mom and Dad were already gone by the time I went outside my room to eat breakfast. But by this point, I wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a surprise anymore. I can count on one hand how many times we had actually shared a breakfast like a normal family would. But it would be absurd to claim that we were a normal family, so it didn't bother me that much. Still, a slight sting in my chest every time I would wake up and find a completely empty house just fucking sucked. A note was attached to the fridge. Made you breakfast and lunch to take in case of... Fuck! Made you breakfast and lunch to take in case the food at your school isn't great. Love you, Mom. Well, that was something at least. I was so used to skipping breakfast by the point that I honestly didn't feel very hungry. But I decided a few bites of the eggs and bacon sandwich my mom made wouldn't kill me. That way, I'd have at least something in my stomach. Maybe it would make the day a bit more bearable. Oh, check. I just have to check it if I've got text or anything. My phone never gives me any of my messages on time. Alright. There is no thing. Fuck off. Alright. After searching through my bag one last time to make sure that I had everything I'd need for today's subjects, I pocketed the house key left in the small tray next to the door. Something catches my attention as I'm about to leave. The small brown black leather wallet that the Dodger from yesterday dropped. I hesitate before stuffing it into one of the many pockets of my jacket. Today at lunch, let's see how things turn out. Lucky for me, the bus station was only 2 minutes of walking away from my home, making the journey there tolerable. I finally disembarked the stuffy bus and onto the sidewalk of the school for the second time. Still the same sight as before, a blend of hues all colliding in no rhythm or reason. Clumsily tumbling through the front doors at the school, yet still no sign of an orange one. Surveying the building, I've secured a more discreet entrance. The side doors to penetrate the school's strongest defences. You're being a nerd, man. Those being the other students colliding into each other, forming an impenetrable wall in the front of the school. Making my way inside, I pull up my own schedule on my phone. First off is chemistry. The thought of having to learn the properties of different chemical elements seemed rather stressful. But maybe if I pretend I was an alchemist or a wizard making my own potion of +3 destructions, I think I'll at least have some fun with the class. Man, I'm a fucking nerd. Can't let the ops know I fuck with spellcasting. Oh, that's funny. Next class is literature. Lucky it wasn't from the lab. Far from the lab. I never cared for reading or anything. But I can appreciate some smart writing. Just as long as we don't get into groups to discuss why the sly fox jumped over the lazy dog, I'm good. I take a seat at one of the tables in the back, then... Oh my gosh, Nua! Well, I was. I snapped my head to Tiffany, who was sitting near the front of the class. She's beckoning me to come and sit next to her. Raptor, Jesus, why? What a nice surprise. I didn't know we're sharing the same class. Yeah, what a surprise. Something wrong, Nua? I'm really tired, so I'm just trying to avoid listening to too many lectures. Oh, don't worry about me talking your ear off. I'm just Tiffany today, not student council Tiffany. I highly doubt that. She gives me a nervous laugh. Shit, did I accidentally call her out? I was referring to the teacher's lectures. Well, I wasn't referring to you. You're not that annoying. I mean, you're tolerable. Oh, well, thank you, I guess. No, you truly are a fucking retard. Sorry. For what? Nothing. If you want to sit somewhere else, I understand. Oh, microphone. Don't fall. No, it's just... God damn it, I'm really just making myself look like an ass. I don't like getting mushy, but I feel like she's honestly pouring her heart out to be acquainted with me. Come on, Nui, you gotta be a bit more open now. Second day of school, and I'm just horrible with keeping the goal of remaining a loner. Look, I'm sorry, I'm not that much of a talkative person, honestly. Honestly, I just have a hard time clicking with people, I guess. Having someone put up an effort is really new to me, and I don't know how to even go about it. So just, I don't know. Forgive me for being an asshole, I guess. I really appreciate that. To be honest, I can relate with that, with not connecting with people. Really? You look like one of the popular girls. Nope. I mean, I'm an outgoing person, but it's really hard to find people that are willing to sit through my rants about my interests. Could have fooled me, honestly. Really? I mean, you definitely hold yourself to such a high esteem, but... Oh my gosh, really? I'm so glad I'm pulling it off. Nice teeth. Whoa, those are some gnarly ass teeth. I guess I've never seen her open her mouth that wide. Suddenly, she snaps her jaw shut again, taking me out of trance. Oh darn! I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. She starts covering her mouth with both hands. Her face shows a look of embarrassment. I really hope my teeth didn't make it this weird. Your teeth? Dude, they're fucking sick. Sick in a good way. Wow. They usually scare people off. It's why I don't smile much. Hell nah. They remind me of sharks. Sharks are cool. I like sharks. Wow, you're finally a little bit positive about something, you fucking miserable cunt. She nods, giving a bashful smile. She seems happy about my answer. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm making something for you. You're making something? Yeah, as your welcoming gift. Now that I've gotten a good look at you. What does she mean by that? She sifts through her book bag, struggling to look for whatever she wanted to obtain. Come on, where is it? Get a better look at her bag. It was a satchel, covered with buttons on one side. Excuse me. Some I could pick out being UFOs, aliens, even the Predator. The late bell finally rings out, and the teacher comes walking in. Oh man. I'll show you later, okay? You got the Predator on a fucking satchel bag made by her? You're a lucky man. The door slams shut with a surprising amount of force. Mr. Misha. Welcome to English lecture. I am Mr. Misha. Remember it well. The rest of the day was uneventful up until lunch. Lunch. Maybe the guy is still there, or still here. Clench his wallet in my pocket, making sure I've still brought it. I make my way to the back of the line. There's the fucker. Sure enough, I see him a few feet down the line, looking at his phone. He looks much more angry, sad, more upset than when I first saw him. Didn't sit right with me. Didn't feel natural. I think how I want to approach this. Put back the wallet. Yeah, the wallet's probably what's causing him to look so down. Probably felt the immediate karma after breaking my phone, even though it was most likely an accident. I don't want to start the year off with enemies as usual. I walk up to him, asking the people in front if I could move up first. I have the wallet ready in my hand. I'm terrible at telling what kind of dinosaur he is, let alone anyone if I've met so far. Minus maybe like 3 of them. Orange dude, this your wallet? The Dodger's eyes light up as they lock onto his wallet, then immediately snatched it from my hand. Dude, holy shit, thank you so much, man. He opens it up and makes sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Still not batting an eye at me. Rather, Jesus. Does he even notice I'm still here? You're welcome. He finally moves his head upward, and his eyes finally meet mine. Hey, Oh, damn, no way, you're the new human transfer. Sick. I've never talked to a human. Oh, shit. Never talked to a human before. Shit. I don't think I've met one in real life. About my phone yesterday. Oh. His eyes bulge out in an oh shit moment. You're the one I ran into. Damn, I'm sorry, boss, but hey, I got something for you. He swings his backpack around and plots it onto the floor and unzips the smaller compartment. Peeking out, I can see a large variety of phones. Different brands, different models, a whole assortment. I don't know if it's all fitting in one pocket. He then pulls out a phone similar to mine, except this is a much newer. There you go, man. On the house policy since I was the one that break your phone. Oh, thank you. Wait, where did you even get the money to buy this? You don't even have your wallet. Oh, nah, homie. I get my stock from a third party, my man. I can get them crazy cheap. Plus, it's a Pixel phone, so it's not like they're pricey to begin with. It's stock. Yo, you wanna come sit with my table? I know you're new to this school, so I can introduce you to some kick-ass people. I'm stunned. This is feeling very strange to me. The immediate thoughts that rushed into my head were, why me? What's the catch? Does someone want to assassinate me and this is a lure? You don't have to, homie. Just offering. Guess he caught me to my uneasy pause. Look, I'm just trying to get my lunch, honestly. Honestly, I want to be alone right now. Hey, all good, boss. My table's always open if you change your mind. I'm Leon, by the way. Noah. Cool. I'll keep that memorized. Come on, you were made for each other. That dab up was legendary. I'll catch you some other time. Huh. That went better than I expected. Well, now that's sorted out, I might I add, fuck. Time to treat myself to lunch. What do they have for lunch here? I stand in the populated line leading up to one of the lunch stand. one of the lunch stands, mostly populated by carnivorous-looking dodgers. The signs connecting to the wall that obscured the lunch stand was labelled simply as carnivore. I'm wondering what they could be serving today, as I shuffle my feet a few inches forward as the line moves. Ugh. My skinny ass could use some chicken nuggets. Really. But as the line in front of me became shorter and shorter, I started to realize what they were serving. Looking down at the first tray, I see my fears were confirmed. It's literally just a whole leg of lamb on every tray, raw. How the fuck am I even supposed to eat this? I cut my losses and head to the line towards the herbivore section. The trays were just tree branches. Okay, one more stand. The pescatarian. There we go. Section. For Raptor Jesus' sake, please let them have something that's edible. Maybe they have fish sticks or something. She's kind of bad though. It's an aquarium of live fish? Well, shit. That's funny. The principal did say that I was the only human in this school. Most likely wouldn't bother with spending the school budget to accommodate one human. Guess I'll go hungry. Then it hit me. Mom, you're a lifesaver. The lunch my mom made for me from this morning. Thank God. Opening the bag, I realized that my so beloved mother decided to make me a BLT for lunch, prepping it in a plastic wrapper. BLT gives me bad flashbacks from work. By this point, it didn't surprise me anymore that my mom still insisted on making me things with tomatoes in them, even though I've told her countless times that just the feeling of them in my mouth makes me almost throw up. Come on, man. Why didn't you take that whole leg of lamb, wrap it up, stuff it into your bag, bring it home, boom, dinner. But whatever, I'll just pick them off. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Now there's the matter of seating. The room was packed, no seat left unattended. At least from what I could see. Several of the students vary in size, weight, colour, making it impossible to find an empty seat. I do see some occupied tables outside, indicating maybe more seats. If not, maybe some stairs I could sit on while I eat. Eventually, I make my way outside with the plastic wrapper in my hand. I remember seeing some cafeteria benches outside the building. Maybe I'll be lucky and one of those seats was still open. The second I step outside, my ears almost cave in with the hellish noises that come from the basketball court. The sound of a whistle. There's a decent sized crowd surrounding the ball court. On the court itself, a game is in progress. Most of the seats that were closer to the blacktop were all occupied, but there's still some space nearing the top of the bleachers. The way the excuse me. The way the metal seats bend over so slightly made me feel uneasy, like any sudden movement could seal my fate in the form of a 7-foot fall. But whatever at this point, I just want to eat my sandwich in peace. Funnily enough, I had a pretty decent view down at the game from my elevated position. You look fucking depressed, man. As I unwrap my one chance at nutrients for the school day, my eyes start to wander back to the court. The game was seemingly starting to get very heated. There was a pretty diverse team on each side, wearing red and blue shirts, respectively. As I finally got rid of the last bits of plastic, I realized that, Raptor, Jesus, Mom, half of this fucking sandwich is just tomatoes. A groan escapes my mouth as I peel it open to reveal the entire tomato that had been cut into slices before being squished between the lettuce and bacon. After almost 2 minutes of peeling, I finally had a sandwich that I could actually eat. Taking the first bite, despite the still lingering taste of that accursed vegetable, it was still pretty good. Wow, animated. My eyes start wandering back up to watch as the ball game goes on. I honestly don't have a clue about sports, but I could tell both teams were effective in their respective positions. She's big. As I struggle to keep track of the ball while every team member passes the ball swiftly, a larger yellow triceratops takes the pass and swiftly weaves past the others, trying to block her goal. Just thinking. At least, I think she's a triceratops. She leaps backward, going for the shot. Dunk it, and then suddenly our eyes meet. For some reason, it feels like the whole world just stopped as I studied her face for the brief moment I had. The way her wide eyes sparked as she stared at me. What about that? Ugh. What about that look felt so different? Damn! But before the moment can last any longer, I watch as she completely misses her shot and lands right on her ass. The ball gets wedged between the hoop and the back panel. Even though it sucked for the team, I couldn't help but chuckle. I mean, come on. That's gotta take some luck to get it wedged in there like that. I turned my head back to the girl, still sitting on the ground. She's just holding her stare at me. That stare. I shouldn't be bothered by it, but for some reason it's off-putting. I begin to ponder as I studied her expression more. Then it hit me, why this felt off. Everyone I've met looked at me in a negative way. It was always either pity, disgust, or contempt. But this was different. I've only ever seen this kind of expression in movies. The only word that comes to mind was wonder. Cool little scene. Even after the whistle that causes the team to retreat back to the bleachers, those blue eyes still lock onto me as she clumsily walks back to her seat. This feels strange. I see you've taken a liking to our women's basketball team. What? Jeez, how are these dinos so quiet? Yeah, just watching them practice. You know, this team has won many awards for our school. It's one of the best high school basketball teams in the state. Uh-huh. I turn back to look and see if that girl is still looking at me. Sure enough. She still is. I'll hold my tongue. Just watching them play, you can really appreciate the outer sport. Yeah, sport. Diego strides in front of me, making extravagant poses as he gestures to the team down below. Hey! Their passion, their vigor, their form. Truly a battle of strategy and endurance. What the hell is he talking about? I'm having to lean side to side and he fucking knows. Try to get another glance at the team, but I'm blocked by Diego's massive motions. God damn it, move! What? Is your seat not comfortable? Why are you moving like that, hermano? Damn it, I can't see, dude. Oh, how arrogant of me.
Who am I to distract you from the fine performance to be put on display? Can you just shut up for like 1 second? I look around the courtyard. The team had already dispersed and was heading back inside. No sight of the Triceratops. Is there an issue? What troubles you? Nothing, just saw someone. Ooh, do tell. Tell what? Already the second day and you've met love at first sight. That's retarded as shit. Nonsense. I've witnessed it so many times before, Hermano. Can you stop calling me that? Every bud must blossom into a beautiful relationship in this tree called life. Like the legends as old as time, two lovers destined to meet eye to eye. But alas, the starstruck lovers must overcome the obstacles before them to finally be together truly. Much like the harrowing tale of the lovers of, I don't know this, or the tragic legend of Romeo and Juliet. There comes... I can still hear him ramble on from a distance. I can also see a small gathering of students surrounding him, intrigued in whatever he's babbling about as I'm walking back inside. I'm still thinking about that weird staring trigger. Come on. Trigger. Is that a word? Whatever, I'm using it. Don't. Are you dumb? Was she even a Triceratops? They're supposed to have that crest on the back of their head, right? Yeah, I was wondering that because she's tall. The only other Triceratops I've seen is Trish, and she's a midget. I guess she was wearing a beanie, but shouldn't it be big as hell? More noticeable? I never really paid any attention to the dinosaur species. I could be mixing her up with something else entirely. Still, just the thought of that stare caused the small hairs on my arm to stand up. You like her, dumbass. I don't know how to feel about it. Ugh, what was her deal? Math class comes around, by far the bane of my very existence. The teacher is already inside, writing some equations and formulas on the board. I take a seat at the second row from the back of the class. Good rule of thumb is to never sit too close or too far from the front. Yeah, I did that too, to avoid being questioned. Good way to get called out for a random problem that you have no idea how to solve, therefore making you look like a retard in front of the whole class. I see 3 other students gather at one desk. The one occupying the desk looks familiar. Wait, isn't that the orange dude? He's handing one of them something while the teacher isn't looking. A small red rectangular object. Alright class, get to your seats. The other 3 students quickly get back to their seat, as if nothing ever happened. Now I'm curious. I quickly swamp my current seat to the... Swap? Why did I say swamp? Swap my current seat to the empty seat in front of me, so I can be behind Leon. Be sure you are comfortable with your seating, because that will be your seat for the rest of the year. Now hold tight while I grab some water. Now's my chance. I lean in to tap Leon's shoulder. Oh shit. What's up, my guy? You a plug? Hmm? You just gave him some feint, didn't you? What? Fuck no. I don't touch that shit. Stuff's for losers. But I'm glad you asked. Leon opens up his backpack. That's his backpack? And inside of his jacket, simultaneously revealing a plentiful amount of goods like electronics and candies. What are you buying? I fucking knew it. Stranger. What's all this stuff? My goods, refurbished phones, some snacks from my hometown, and the crowd favorite, Bin Ben, Bin Bendo. Oh, Bin Bendo 3 BCs. Want anything? I can hook you up. Nah, I'm good. Fair enough, bro. I get Twitter notifications that are in Spanish. I can't read that. I can read it, but I can't understand it. Hey, I'm still wanting you to come and hang out with us tomorrow. I'm bringing something for everyone. Maybe. The teacher steps in and shuts the door, placing his mug of water on his desk. Alright, let's get started. While the teacher writes some simple formulas down on the board, Leon leans in towards me for a whisper. Psst, give me your arm. I want to test something. I do so reluctantly, wondering what intentions he has. Leon then grabs my wrist and wraps a bracelet on. See that tag? Pull it. Oh god. I notice a very tiny tag peeking out below the bracelet. Pulling on it unveils a small slip of paper with some pre-written formulas. Oh, nice. Dude, this class hasn't even started. How are you making stuff like this? Gotta prepare ahead of time to make sure my methods work. Yeah, but how did you even get these answers? Google. Hey, no talking in class. Yeah. You give him faint. The rest of the day went by in a flash, at least for this build of the game, and I went home with that girl on my mind until the next day comes around. How long have I been playing for? Only an hour 20. I'll play for another half an hour or so. So there's going to be more to Tuesday. This is just an alpha build, so yeah. Everything is subject to change. Day of the prep rally. Just as usual. You never know that there was a pep. Oh, pep, not prep. Pep rally until the teachers start ushering you to the gym. I can't. Oh. At the very least, I'm getting used to the morning routine. I've mastered the route enough for me to get in a few minutes of sleep before school actually began. The gymnasium is huge, and the AC was kicked to the max, which bypasses my favorite thin jacket. I take my seat somewhere in the back end, closer to the window and away from the crowd. Oh, God. Oh, I need a coffee. Shit, man. I get a better idea on the school's student count as I watch the crowd pile in from below. Viewing the exaggerated colour scheme of everyone made me feel weird. I recall my freshman year, watching the students flood into the gym and seeing the different flavours of students. The nerds, the preps, the jocks. It's the very same scenario, but I feel way more isolated. Yo, Nua! I'm pulled out of my thoughts by a familiar voice. From the corner of my eye, I see Leon sit down beside me. What's good, man? Things been alright so far? Hey man, it's, Leon, right? I awkwardly shift in my seat as the orange dino's face lights up in excitement. Yeah, dude, that's right. Got it memorized? He leans in and taps his temple with his finger. I let out a small chuckle to try and make the whole thing a bit less awkward. I obviously understood the reference. Yeah. But I really don't want to end up being caught geeking out over JRPGs, especially since no one seemed to have me in their crosshairs yet. By the way, has that new phone been working out for you? Saying a quiet thank you prayer to Raptor Jesus for Leon's sociability, I start getting a bit more comfortable in our conversation. Really good, actually. I never had a phone this fancy before. Those phones aren't that hard to get a hold of. They're more budget oriented. Also, I personally don't trust Google stuff. Here, check out my phone. He pulls out a phone from his backpack, a much more pricey model that also came with a stylus. Getting a look at his home screen, I recognized that the OS on the phone was using was not the factory setting. He modded a whole new OS into it. Dang, you into modding too? Nah, I got this refurbished online. The guy told me that this phone had something about privacy. It's Calyx OS. It's an open source and lightweight system that's installed by a lot of modders to maximize storage usage and for performance. Pretty cool stuff. Well, shit, here I am, geeking out over phone tech. Thankfully, Leon just chuckles and continues the conversation in a light-hearted manner. Dude, you lost me at open source. I only know it frees up storage. Damn it. Yo, you ever seen this video? Uh-oh. We spent the next 15 minutes or so watching nearly 20 gigs worth of crusty shitpost screenshots and handheld camera footage while he explains the context of each one. Some of them being screenshots of Doomer posts from an image board. Dude, does this guy even have a life? I think I saw somewhere that this guy got a girlfriend. How the fuck does he manage to get manage when he posting stuff like this? The ironic thing is that he got with a rock star. Someone with actual talent. It's all hearsay though. Wow, my texts actually come through. That's just upsetting. A dude that constantly posts on a shitty image board manages to get a girlfriend, and I never even hugged a girl. Excuse me. Well, not like that I had intended to date, so I can't be mad at myself for it. Don't be one of those guys that is like, oh, I'm not getting a girlfriend because I'm working on myself. Own up to it, alright. I can't get a girlfriend because I'm ugly as shit. A loud whistle can be heard on the ground floor. A drum assembly begins marching into the gym, pounding on their strapped-on drums and juggling their drumsticks. Soon after, the whole band begins to play. The loud music begins to make me feel uneasy. I can feel the sounds of the brass instruments rock my eardrums. I'm dragged back into memories that happened almost 10 years ago. Back then, I was only a measly 8 years old, when my father decided he should take me to a small concert venue that belonged to one of his old friends. I was glad that Leon was too busy still staring down at his phone to realize that my hands were clenched into fists. But before I could overthink it anymore, the music abruptly stopped. Leon looked up from his phone to look down at the band, who had now formed a straight line. Hey, check it out. They're about to hold their speech. They do this whole thing every year. You get used to it eventually. Actually, I won't. I'm only here for this year, remember? Leon's enthusiasm died down as he realized the error, having lost the wind from his sails. The moment suddenly became uncomfortable again. Ah, shit. Here comes Maddie's squad. Maddie? I looked down at the ball court. Sure enough, the team that recognized to be the basketball team from yesterday, were running into the court, each one dribbling their own ball. The percussion player rolls their drums to the upbeat rhythm of the swift team members, shooting from the hoop at impossible ranges and angles. Some use a trampoline to score a backwards shot, some doing backflips. And there I saw their last player, the yellow Triceratops. She must be the final act. God damn. Oh. Oh wow. Glass dust scars across the floor. The larger shards shine and reflect the gymnasium lights. Whoa, let's go mad. Maddie. Shit. Damn, Leon's interest perked up. Guess they're either close friends or she's a really popular girl. So that's Maddie, huh? I look back to the yellow Triceratops on the ground floor. She looks like she's looking for someone in the crowd. What a weirdo. Shut up, man. What do you mean? Alright, students. The speaker rings out a high-pitched noise as the microphone adjusts with Mr. Lance in front. I want to thank everybody for attending the pep rally for today. As always, I expect great things from you and as we enter this new school year with a sense of purpose. And now I'd like the class president to share his words of wisdom for the younger generation. Please give a warm round of applause for Royce Griffin. Oh no. I have a good feeling this guy is going to be a cocksucker. Good morning, Ironstone Knights. I really don't like him. The whole room erupts into cheers. Yes, now that is what the Ironstone spirit is all about. Along with Principal Lance, I want to further extend my appreciation for all of you. By attending and participating in this school's upbringing, you are contributing not only to the bright future of this school, but your successful career as well. I think I'm not the only one that has to say that. Oh boy, here he goes, the forever long speech. Yeah. The words become white noise. As I drown it out, my eyes become heavy, and I rest my head on my hand up on my leg. I look back at Leon to see if he's engaged at all. Nope. He went back to looking at memes. Soon enough, a nearby teacher catches sight of our phones and forces us to put them away and pay attention. Still doesn't stop us from drifting to sleep, thanks to the boring ass speech. I lean on something softer as my eyes begin to close. Only to be jolted back awake by the feedback of the microphone. I lean over to Leon, trying to whisper something into his ear, while the preppy student was still blabbering on and on. How long does this shit usually take? Feels like we've been here for like half an hour already. Well, half an hour would be record time for Royce. The longest he's ever stood on that stage during the time in this school was almost an hour. Fuck off. My face twists and contorts into something displaying pure horror while I look at Leon to see if he was fucking with me. He was not. And today was the one day where I forgot my headphones. Please someone save me from this hell. After another 30 minutes, which I counted while looking at my new phone's clock, he finally finishes his speech with a bow. I have no idea if he thought I would look elegant or something, but all it did was look goofy. At least to me it did. Whatever. The pep rally was finally over, and I could think about my lunch. Jeez, finally. Come on, let's bounce. Way off to the side, I could see Royce talking with Maddie next to the door. The conversation seems pleasant as I watched them while walking outside. Back in the cafeteria, I'm praying to Raptor Jesus that my mom didn't pack another BLT stacked with vegetables as I walk outside. Well, I was going to walk outside until I see a hand obstruct my path. It was Leon. Yo, dude, you skipped our table. He points towards a nearby table. It's occupied by a much smaller green dino. Oh, shit. That's where you sit. Where we always sat since freshman year, my man. Like I said yesterday, though, you don't have to sit with us if you don't want to. Well, I did like my seat outside, but... he's just trying to be a bro. Might as well. Nah, I'll come sit. Why not? Preem. Preem. You're gonna love these guys, I promise. Did he just say Preem? Yeah. Holy shit, little person. Can't remember what this one's name is. At the round table, I sit down next to the green dino. I try my best to make eye contact with him so that I can get a proper look at him. Nope, not a chance. He seems to be more interested in his phone. This here is Ciro. Ciro? Yeah. Ciro. I'm just gonna call him that. Or her. Don't mind her. She's not much of a people person. She seems to be more interested in her phone. I look back at Leon, who's already tearing away at his lunch. Looks like today's lunch is raw cow liver, with a sauce that looks of blood and smells horrid. I could probably pick up the scent 2 miles against the wind. Not even gonna ask what the fuck that's supposed to be. I turn back to the small girl next to me. She's not much of a people person, huh? Well, that's at least something we have in common. Might as well strike up a conversation. Hey, what's up? PSR? PSR? I don't know what that means. I probably butchered saying that. She turns back to her phone after eyeing me up and down. Leon looks up from his tray and shrugs while still chewing on the blood-smeared meat in his mouth. Yeah, told you. I look back and forth between Ciro and him, trying to figure out what to ask first. What the fuck did she even just say to me? She's Italian, dude. She just said, hi. How did you even know that? P-cherry? How did you know what a P-cherry means? Oh. She's my business partner. I've known her quirks for years now. Even her language to an extent. After a while, you just get used to it, you know? I don't think so. Hey, didn't you say you had friends, like, plural? Or are the others? Yeah, the others should be here soon. One is still coming back from the pep rally. You've already seen her, I think. And then I got another coming soon. I nod as I fish around my backpack for my lunch. Probably didn't. Haven't met a lot of other people in the school yet. Did she sit with us somewhere on the other side of the gym? Nah, dude, she was like one of the performers. As if on cue, he swallows the rest of his food in his mouth. Oh shit, there she is. Huh? Where? Behind you. He points his claw towards my 6. I just died in your arms tonight. I turn around, now noticing a hulking figure that towers over me, forcing my eyes to climb the skyscraper of a student. I could see some sweatpants, a jersey with a military jacket over it, and my eyes meet with the blue marbles of a familiar yellow triceratops. It's her. Beanies. Beanies? What? Our beanies were matching. Oh, okay, cool. I like the color. Thanks. Holy fuck. This is gonna get weird fast. I just turn around before this interaction gets even more awkward. Do not fumble this. Do not fumble this. I hear a slap behind me. So yeah. This is the other friend I was talking about. The one who's really good at throwing balls and hoops. I can see that. Holy fuck! I turn to my right, only to see her sitting right beside me, still staring me down like I'm some sort of exotic unicorn. Hi! Hi. She shifts in her seat, almost as if she wasn't sure how to continue the conversation from there. Well, that made two of us. I'm Madison. You can just call me Maddie, though. What's yours? Noah. Nice to meet you. I just said that already. Oh, hey, Noah. Holy fuck, thank you, Raptor Jesus. See, you got a bunch of friends now. I turned towards the direction of the high-pitched voice. Tiffany had arrived, just in time to completely shatter the ice and finally stop the awkward silence. Diego followed behind her. Hey, Tiff. Yo, what's up, homies? Leon and Maddie get up and the group proceed to exchange hugs. Notably, Leon and Diego exchange one of those firms, "You son of a bitch," handshakes with a pat on the shoulder. Everyone gathers and sits back down at the table. So, Noah, I see you're getting along with your new friends. I'm so happy to see that you're starting to settle in properly. Yeah, they've been alright so far. Oh, my back! That's so wonderful to hear. It's great to know that you're feeling at home already. Well now that we're all in one place, would you mind sharing something about yourself? Are you in your student council president mode right now? Because I don't think anyone normal talks like that. Yeah. Just for right now though, this is the only way I know how to get to know our newer students. So, would you care to share something about yourself? Like what? Well, how about why you transferred to this school to begin with? Is there a program our school offers? Any ambitions you want to pursue here? Boom, there it is. Just relax. I've already got the perfect response for this. Not really. Just on the move. That's about it. Nothing to write home about. Okay. What about your hobbies? What are some of your hobbies? I flinched slightly. Fuck. Despite her being so big, I almost forgot that she was sitting right next to me. Well, I'd like to just watch cartoons and game a bit. Boom. Dude, you don't do that straight away. This awkward silence that I so dread returns as the others look at me, probably expecting me to say anything even remotely interesting. Anything else, or... Yeah, is there anything else? Come on, I know there's more to you than that. It does sound like I'm boring when I say it out loud. I don't want to stand out too much, but at the same time I don't want to be on par with a guy that only watches Big Bang Theory. I'm already looking like a slice of the whitest bread imaginable over here. Fuck it. I like to ride my bike. Leon looks up from his meal and joins a group of people staring at me like an alien. So, like, just a bicycle. Oh, my dirt bike. I like modding it and just going to the dunes and doing tricks and shit like that. I guess I also like a good chunk of rock. uh, hardcore, new metal, you know, all that junk. That's about it from what I can think of. The Triceratops' eyes light up like a dog's as she excitedly squeals out. That is so cool. Yeah, dude, that's hella rad. How fast does it go? What color is it? Actually, what's your favorite color? Mine is green. Dude, you're ranting again. Oh, right, sorry. That sounds pretty awesome, Noah. Hell yeah, man. Sounds baller. Maddie visibly deflates as the conversation at the table finally starts to divert from me to other, less important things, like the rally earlier. Thank fuck the interrogation is finally over. Alright, Noah, come on, you can do this. Don't fumble. After Leon's scolding, Maddie turns back to me, and her excited glare already tells me that she's about to continue her rant as if nothing happened. So, your bike, what's it like? I let out a sigh. Okay, wow, she is persistent, but at this point, I don't mind handling her an olive branch. It's an orange RPS Hawk 2050cc dual sports dirt bike. Maddie's eyes widen even more as she listens. Do you know what that means? No, but it sounds really cool. It sounds really expensive too. How are you able to afford that? Well, my dad got it for me on my birthday. Ah, how sweet. I bet it's rad. Could I see it one day? Maybe. A small grin tugs at my lips. It's cute seeing someone so deeply interested in a passing hobby of mine. Still, the nature of how I got my dirt bike might not sit well with these people. You know, I've been dying to talk to you. Ever since I heard there was a new student here, I've just got to meet you. Don't you guys get new students like every other week? Not as much, but I wasn't expecting a human transfer. Seeing you yesterday, I just thought, whoa, she's treating me like some sort of nonchalant celebrity. I can't figure it out if I should take it as a flattering or creepy. I scratch my arm, trying to figure out what appropriate response to use next. Is that why you've been staring at me like that? I didn't mean to stare. I've never seen a human before in my life. In person, I mean. So has everybody else in this school. I mean, what the fuck? But I'm really sorry if I made you uncomfortable yesterday. I was just so hyped to talk to you. That's cool, I guess. I mean, you landing on your ass was pretty funny. Haha. So you've seen. I mean, yeah, you were kind of in the middle of the court. Maddie lets out a light giggle, and I join in with a low chuckle. I'm really pleased to finally meet you, Noah. Yeah, likewise. Alright, now that we're all settled, Leon pulls out a small briefcase from underneath the table. Clicking the locks, he opens it to reveal a stack of burritos wrapped in tinfoil. Still hot and fresh too. Everyone's eyes perk up at the sight of the glorious display of tortilla-wrapped delight. Wait, didn't you just eat? Let's go. I can't read that. Whoa, now hold on. Leon grabs one from the top of the stack and gestures it to me, making sure it's out of the reach of the tiny green goblin. And she tries snapping the burrito out of Leon's hand like a dog. New friends get first dibs. Friends? Dude, I've only been here for like 3 days. You're sitting with us right now, right? Yeah? Then we're friends. All of us. Okay, now wait a minute. Just take that damn burrito. I don't know what to say anymore. I feel like this should be all coming out of left field. But I'm not feeling nothing. For the first time since transferring here, I can tell that the shock shock moment doesn't last as long as it before. Am I seriously starting to get used to this bullshit? Whatever. I take the burrito. It's free food, so why not? Just bean and cheese, right? For sure. The classic. While unraveling the tinfoil, I get a look at everyone at the table as they begin devouring their burritos. Leon, who already ate a fat as fuck leg of lamb, ate 2 burritos in one go. On top of that, he's using video game slang. Zero hasn't bothered to wipe her mouth of the beans and cheese. Beans and cheese. See, am I getting a bit fucked up on my reading? Jesus, man. I'm meant to be getting a big delivery today, but nothing's come yet, and it's 2 o'clock. Is that normal? Zero hasn't bothered to wipe her mouth of the beans and cheese. Doesn't even speak English. Diego unraveled his burrito and started eating the contents with a fork. What the fuck? Tiffany is eating a small salad beside her, being a carnivore. Is this a whole Beastars thing? If she eats a fucking meat, she's gonna go crazy. And then there's Maddie, who was still staring deep into my soul with her large puppy dog eyes. For sure, a strange group. But you know what? This is nice, actually. You're a strange guy. You fit into the strange group. That's a win. Even though I have failed to fade away into the school background, I've managed to talk to a few dinos and haven't sparked a fight yet. Still don't know why these guys are around me. I mean, come on. I look like a fucking future meth cook with the fashion taste I have. Meh. Whatever. Just be their friend. They'll forget about me, and I'll still be able to fade away. I'm the only human, but at the end of the day, I'm just another Joe Schmo. That's what you think. They'll forget me easily, and I'll keep my original plan. Bada bing, bada boom. Ring. The artificial school bell rings out, causing my eardrums to rumble uncomfortably in my head. Whew. I'm never gonna get used to that shit. At least at my old school it was a more softer dong noise. Whatever. Everyone gets up from their seats, including me. We all say our goodbyes, part ways, promising to see each other tomorrow. All except Maddie, who is still tailing behind me. Seriously, this is getting weird. You need something? You're still following me? Yeah, to class. We have the same period. Cooking? That's right. Didn't really take you as a cooking person. Gotta make sure you prep some healthy and delicious foods to build up your strength. Cool. Just keep moving. Holy rapper Christ. This interaction just gives me the vibes of a shitty anime conversation. The kind where the awkward protagonist scratches the back of his head after saying something ungodly idiotic. It reminds me of my fucking Chonibyo. Chonibyo. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Before entering the cooking classroom, Madison just runs right by me and enters first. And I can see her quickly sitting down and pulling out the seat next to her. My seat. This is gonna be a long last period. Why are you complaining, bro? The bell rings out for the final time, releasing me into the well-deserved afternoon. While it wasn't the worst day possible, I'm still glad the day was over. Since I don't have a clue about the bus routes, I pulled up the JPEG of the bus list on my phone to look for my designated ride. One check tells me that I need to take the one with the number 44. Wait. bus 35, bus 18, bus 24. Where the hell is my bus? All the numbers are completely out of order. Fuck me. A flood of students starts pouring out of the building and into the bus lines, causing students to crowd the space and start pushing into each other. Speaking of, my world darkens as an all too familiar mountain starts entering my personal space again. And just when I thought I finally shook her off. Hey, Noah. Maddie. Yeah, that's my name. What's up? Could you back off? Okay, wow, that sounded rude, even in my ears. And yep, she looks hurt because of it. God damn it, I really need to work on my wording. Not like that, just give me some space. You're basically stepping on my heels. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, here, let me just... So, what you doing? Trying to get home? Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. Which bus are you supposed to take? Raptor, Jesus, please just leave me alone. Trying to find that out. No idea where this one is supposed to be though. Her tail starts wagging. Maybe I can help it find it for you. I know my way around these buses. No, it's fine, I'll find it myself. She knows her way around buses. What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Oh, but it wouldn't be too much of an inconvenience for me. No, seriously, it's fine. She shrugs before shouldering her bag again that's been sitting at her feet. Well, if you insist. You should have asked for that help, bro. With that, she steps into one of the vehicles waiting in front of us. I guess I'll see you tomorrow then. Have a good day, Noah. Yeah, you too. I can hear the engine starting before the bus slowly backs out of the parking area. Fucking finally. I can at least have some peace and quiet before I get home. Through the window, I can see her waving at me with a smile on her face as the bus leaves the parking lot. As I catch something else. You stupid son of a bitch. On the back of the bus Maddie just gone to was a small bumper sticker with a 44 on it. I stare at it as it starts slowly driving away. Huh. There's my bus. Funny, she rides the same bus as me. That was my bus. That's my... Ah, fuck, that's my bus! Fucking shit, Noah, you retard! You know what, I think I should stop playing now, because I have a few things to do. How long is this supposed to be? I just looked up the game on YouTube really quick, and a stream from, I don't know, 2 months ago, and a guy playing it for 5 hours. Shit. Hold on. Let me see how far somebody else got. Okay, there's like there's like way more, I think. I think there's more. So I'm just gonna like give it a break now. Oh, that closes the game. Okay. Well, that was fun. Good game. Funny characters. Good dialogue. Miserable as fuck fucking main character that you just is mandatory for a snoot like. But yeah. I'll come back to that. And hopefully the developers get on well with what they're doing and they get a nice release. Anyways, go check it out. I'm out of here.